I like the idea that we are alone in space in the alien universe.
Because of them.
Because of them.
Yeah.
I know, but not even that. They didn't wipe out every other species. I like the idea that it is just us, the xenomorphs, and them. There is no one else. It is that godless of a universe.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I love that idea because it's never been done in an alien movie.
It is quite chilling to think of that.
In an alien movie
This
like
whole
Pacific
place
Rim,
is sterile,
Independence Day,
except
Battle LA, they all say, oh, they've gone through the galaxies, you know, decimating other planets and destroying entire species.
So why would killing one mothership be the end of it? Why would that destroy their entire civilization?
So I like the idea
they'll
that
just be like, oh, they just blew up one of our ships, so let's just send everything over there, let's get rid of it.
I don't know if you'll ever see this, I don't think you will, but Ridley Scott and all the writers of Prometheus, for God's sake, xenomorphs, engineers, us, that should be it. As in, there are only 3 like major, you know, obviously we've got so many species on our planet, and that's probably why everyone's so obsessed with Earth, is because there's so much variety here, and that's why I think like the engineers don't like it. Maybe it's too colourful for them. They like the grey drab. They love the xenomorphs too much. But like, I love the idea that it's a godless, not necessarily godless, because obviously it's like alien free and all that goes into all that, but like
just an empty, barren.
It's just empty, barren wasteland.
Sterile. Just
Sterile.
the entire universe is
But the
sterile.
most beautiful things in this universe aren't necessarily living creatures. They're like galaxies that are exploding and supernova. It's like all that sort of nonsense. It's the way, like, you know, we look at the universe as we look at it now. We, you know, as far as we know, we're the only ones.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Because they've just sold us the idea that the engineers created us. I can't think they're like, you know, that was quite a lot to get over, the idea that Ripley was created by engineers.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Here, there's one thing, oh fuck, what was it? Oh yeah.
This will probably be another 2-parter, I think.
Just one bit of Prometheus I just didn't like was just the abruptness of the start of the film. Just didn't like how on such a small quantity of evidence they launched an fucking planetary mission just because they.
Well, no. The mission was going ahead anyway. The ship was being built because he wanted to go out and search for, you know, a cure for death, essentially, because he's senile, he's old. What else is he going to lose? His industry and everything's going to stay on Earth. That's always going to go on. What is it going to cost him to get a ship and go out and look for a cure for death, right? The only reason he didn't have a reason to take off. The only reason he took off was exactly what you said, this flimsy evidence from these scientists, and then it was cobbled together in a few years.
I suppose if he is on the verge of death, he's just going to take any opportunity that might show promise. But still, that aside, the story point, also the pacing, I found really annoying.
Yeah, some
I fucking hate that when they do it in films. Well, they have like
some of the pacings are like annoying. I think when you watch
like,
this film tomorrow, you're going to love it because you don't start off on Earth.
Yeah. Oh, maybe
you're instantly in space, like all the other alien films.
Exactly. Like, I just hate it on a film where like they go from Earth, they manage to like formulate a plan and then launch into space or whatever.
Think how kick-ass the launch sequence of Prometheus would have been.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It would have been
like,
exactly
I hate it so when they literally just there's a cut and that's it. They're already in space. That is what I fucking hate.
Because in Alien, one of the most famous things from Alien, what made it so successful, is that awesome landing sequence that takes ages.
Yeah.
Like
think how long.
And imagine how it would have been awesome in Prometheus to do the opposite, to show a launch of the Prometheus.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Like think how long like it is in like, you know, fucking like Alien 3, Aliens in particular, and Alien, all those other films, they had the really cool build up, like at least like an hour of just getting into the feel of the film, you know, really get, and then. Well,
to be fair, there is a lot of stuff happen in the first half, as you said.
Yeah.
Prometheus, a lot going on.
But
the turning point, like where the chest bursting sequence would be in the first one, where like the alien would make himself known, kill Clemens in Alien 3, and like the hive sequence. There is that turning point in Prometheus, and that's after Shaw gets impregnated by Holloway.
Yeah.
Then the whole shit hits the fan and it all goes wrong.
Totally, but why can't if they
but there is a lot before that.
Yeah, if they managed to get that pace for Prometheus, you know, like they could have obviously made it work. They didn't have to have it so rushed at the beginning. That's what I really hate. Like it just. Like,
you're gonna love this fan edit.
God.
I think you're gonna love.
Yeah, I think so.
You're gonna watch this film with new eyes. I think.
I really hope so, because I really I really want to like Prometheus.
The only problem with it is like whenever a new scene's introduced, he hasn't colour corrected it properly, and the sound goes way up.
No, I do, because I would love to see something that would make me enjoy Prometheus more than I do, because
it's like Alien 3. This is I'm going to sum it up. It's like Alien 3. There's a classic film sitting there. It just needs re-editing.
Yeah.
That's it. Like everything else will be fine if they just re-edit the movie.
Just it needs a more logical, more sense-making cut done of it.
Yeah,
and because that's the thing that really irks me, is that like Alien Resurrection, there's no way you can make that into a good film. That film is just
no, but like I said, like if it was an Alien film, it'd be fine.
And
the same with
Prometheus, like though.
Yeah, Prometheus is the opposite.
Prometheus
is the opposite. It's a good Alien film. It just needs re-editing to be.
Yeah, it could be fucking great if you just if someone just made a few tweaks, changed a few things. It would be.
I would love to get my hand on that, because I love editing. I would love to get my hands on all that footage.
I mean, how much footage of it is available, like that they didn't include in the film?
There's a lot. Like you'll see it when you.
But is that all of it? Is there more scenes?
No, there's loads. There's loads. Yeah.
See, that's I don't know. It just really annoys me that like. It's like the arrogance, like when they're making it. They're just so arrogant, like that they've got it right, but.
Well, no, I don't know, because he might change his mind. Like he said he wasn't going to make a director's cut of like a few other films in the past, but then he has. Like
he might change his mind. Like, just for fuck's sake.
But the problem herein lies is not really his arrogance. It's, dare I say, his age. He's getting He's getting old now, and it's like, how much longer you got, man? If you want to make a director's cut, at least give the people the choice.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. Like, why does he just think that he's just like? I don't know. I mean, because that being said,
it's not
I
just
do
him,
understand.
though. It's like a whole team.
Yeah. And I know how arrogant that is for me to say that someone else's creation isn't finished because I just don't happen to like it. That's quite an arrogant thing to say. When that happened with Mass Effect, the consumer bullied the writers into creating an alternate ending because
they didn't like the way they ended.
Because they didn't. Yeah, but I mean that's not for them to say. If that was how they wanted to end it, then you have no right to demand a different ending just because you didn't like the one you got, So that is, the flip side of the coin, that, I want a better cut of Prometheus, but, I might not necessarily get it. If I did get it, and it was what they wanted, then I suppose that would at least make it slightly better, but I can't really demand them to kind of, change the film just because I or, loads of other people didn't like it. It's just something you have to deal with.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really, really want to like it. So I want to look at as much of the missing film, like the.
I can show you some now online.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I'm well up for that. But so I mean, that might be enough to just change my mind. I mean, I don't really hate it. It's just there's a few little there's niggling things that really do impact it quite severely.
Every time I watch it, I find new things I love, and I find new things that jar with me. And sometimes I'll watch it again, and the things that jarred with me, I'll actually go, oh wait, actually no, I do like that. And then the things I love, I'll be like, well, that could have been better. Like, it's always weird. Like, it's been like that since I saw the first film.
Yeah.
Not the first film, but it's been like that when I first saw it. And but for me personally, it's the most refreshing. One of the most refreshing sci-fi films I've seen in the last decade.
Definitely.
Because just the ideas behind it alone, and the designs of the engineers, and the look of the movie, and some of the set pieces. Like there was no way I was gonna hate it.
I mean, I respect them so much for being as ballsy and daring as they were to make this film. And not play by the usual kind of rules, that obviously took a lot.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff happens in this film. You just, apart from some of the normal cliches, like them getting lost in the caves from the group and then getting killed, and the fourth act thing. It's like there's a lot of stuff happening in this film that you wouldn't see in any other film.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that they didn't perhaps kind of bow to what the studio wanted them to make. They
I had to give it to him. When I was watching it, I had no idea what was going to happen next. It wasn't a film I could predict. Like, aside from when they got lost in the caves, or they're going to die, aren't they?
Yeah.
But aside from that one moment, it wasn't like anything I could actually predict. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Totally. I mean, like, especially with the whole bit where, you know, the engineer attacks and then that gets attacked by the thing. I mean, that whole bit was just sheer chaos. When I watched it, I had no idea what was fucking going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, it did have me on the edge of my seat. It was only when I started
It's because you're waiting for the answers.
Yeah, that's it.
You're waiting for the answers.
Oh, is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? No, there's just more shit. But no,
It does end just before the Deacon's born on something. I just want to add that I don't like is when the Juggernaut launches and then it does that Star Trek.
Yeah.
Shoots up into the stars. I don't want to see that. I like the ideas that you don't see, like the aliens don't have eyes. I like the idea that the ships you never see any engines on them, yet they fly. And you're like, how the hell are they going along? And then deadly silent. Like, how are they working? I'd like to have seen that.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it has an engine and goes shoots away. That always like, as a style, as a design wise, I was like, nah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I think that again is like the sort of seeing too much of what you recognise on something that's supposed to be alien. You know.
Yeah.
You kind of that it makes like it's like, I don't know, just for the sake of showing you what's happening, they sacrifice some of the enigma of something's design. But yeah, I mean that's it, like you were saying, it's not really something too big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I really hope, because obviously, you know, with Prometheus, I really want to like it, and you know, I think there's stuff about it that is just mind-blowingly cool. I fucking love some parts of it, but I just, all I hope is that in the sequel, the bits that obviously we didn't get an answer to, just get answered in a satisfactory way. That's all I want.
Yeah, you don't want them to answer it straight away. You want
it to do it in a clever sort of way, like, you know, just something that is like worthy of this weight, of this confusion, just an answer that is worth all this kind of ambiguity and stuff, you know.
Yeah. So there we go. Hopefully we've answered. You know, obviously some of those questions still remain, but I hope you understand. Like, if you watch the movie, you'll know why they get lost in the caves, and you'll know why they run straight away, or mostly straight, should I say, away from the thing. Like, those questions, those don't matter for the sequel, but
they would be answered with a release of a director's cut.
There we go, guys. We've talked about Alien to Prometheus, birth, life, death, resurrection, and discovery. That's what I like to call it. And who knows what the hell the next one will be? Probably
bollocks.
No, peace. No, I hope you enjoyed these videos. We've just been sitting here talking for like 6 hours, so
it's probably the best 6 hours I've had this week as well.
Yeah, just chatting geeky nonsense.
It's just been amazing.
But I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys.